Michael Jordan once told me that he wanted to be the greatest player to ever play the game. I responded, "Then you have to work harder than you did in high school." He replied, "I worked as hard as everyone else." I said, "Oh, I must have misunderstood. I thought you wanted to be the greatest." He looked at me and said, "I'll show you. No one will ever outwork me." Michael Jordan isn't just the best basketball player. He's the most electrifying athlete to ever step on the court. We can only dream of doing the things he does. Jordan takes the shot, Chicago takes the lead. He played professional basketball for the Chicago Bulls. 32 seconds remaining, a 1-point lead for Georgetown. Time winding down. Jordan takes the shot. Michael Jordan's journey, his evolution, traces back to college. That defining moment came in 1982 when he hit the game-winning shot against Georgetown. At the time, I didn't fully grasp what I was doing. But with that shot, North Carolina won the 1982 NCAA Championship. And something awoke inside me, a drive to compete, to push myself, to be one of the best, or even the best. That moment ignited a fire within me, one that nothing could put out. My greatest motivation in life is competition, finding new challenges and pushing myself to overcome them. Whether positive or negative, I thrive on competition. I have yet to meet someone as competitive as I am. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost nearly 300 games. 26 times I was trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. It was 1997. We were in Minnesota, and Flip had me guarding Michael Jordan, one of the greatest players ever. I counted his dribbles, 1, 2, trying to track his movements. I blinked, and he was gone. I turned around, and he was already dunking, giving a high five halfway down the court. That was when I knew Michael Jordan wasn't human. When you step onto the court, nothing from the past matters. The only thing that counts is what you do in that moment. Be true to the game, and the game will be true to you. If you try to take shortcuts, the game will find a way to humble you. But if you put in the effort, good things will come your way. That's true in basketball, and it's true in life. Losing is the worst feeling in the world for me, no matter what it is. Basketball, golf, even a card game. I hate losing. There's no question about it. But I've also learned to respect losing, because it's part of winning. You don't just win, you have to lose to learn. Losing forces you to reflect. What can I do differently? How can I improve? How can I make this team better? That's what being on a team is about. Before you point fingers at others, you have to look in the mirror. Change starts with yourself. You are, without a doubt, one of the most gifted players I've ever seen. But what sets you apart? It all comes back to how I was raised, how I approach challenges. I never feel like I've reached my peak. I always believe there's room to improve. I set new goals, I push myself. Even with all my success, I never allow myself to become complacent. I still feel I have so much more to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, and as a role model. If I ever reach a point where I feel I can no longer improve, I'll walk away from the game. But I'm not there yet. I still believe I have levels I haven't reached, expectations I haven't surpassed. As long as I believe that, my journey to success will keep expanding. I don't have to do this. I do it because it's who I am. That's how I've always played the game. That's my mentality. If you don't want to play that way, then don't. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I made you think it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you believe my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made it look like every shot I took was a game winner, that my game was all about style and not about substance. Maybe I made you overlook the fact that failure made me stronger, that pain became my motivation. Maybe I made you think basketball was a gift rather than something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I ruined the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.